This is a puppy report, puppy update. He's in his 12th week, and he's doing awesome. Seriously, this dog's doing great. That's a deer antler he's chewing on. That's a great pacifier. That's the only pacifier I use with dogs, is a deer antler. And we got the dog by the 12th week. He's like Tonka in that he's essentially housebroken. He doesn't want to go to the bathroom in the house or in his crate, and he's not going to make the accident. He's not going to make the accident. It would be about me fucking up. It would be about me not getting him out. Okay? And that's not going to happen. Do it for a living. So I call him housebroken at 12 weeks. Within reason. If the dog needs to go to the bathroom, he might go to the bathroom in your house. He hasn't been trained that long. But the basic thing is there in the dog. He's born with that instinct. Don't go to the bathroom in your den. You know, they do it when they're at a certain age, but at a certain age, they're going out of the den and they're pooping and peeing outside, fucking around with their siblings. So he's got it. He's got it. So it's just about consistency, right? It is. It's about consistency and making sure that Charlie, like I wouldn't feed him too much, okay? And I'm still using the rules of no water past 8 o'clock at night. You know, I'm using common sense. Charlie also, as of this morning, had figured, for the since we got up here, every now and then I'd run him through the weave poles, you know, just directing him through the weave poles. And then this morning, I really saw that he had figured it out, like what we were doing, you know. So that's great. That's great. So in a very short time, we're going to have some slick videos of Charlie doing the weave poles. We're also going to take him back to Brooklyn and work him on the weave poles outside a grocery store. You know, the poles that keep the carts inside the grocery store, they have them up here in Brooklyn. But you could use anything for weave poles, or you could buy a set of weave poles for $35 online. They have them that collapse. They have them for yards. They have them for concrete and hard surfaces. Weave poles are a great thing to teach your dog. If I'm going to have a puppy here, I'm throwing in the weave poles. They're here, you know. It's something else we can do to keep the puppy, you know, a big thing of it is we get the puppy out to train it to sort of make it tired because it has so much energy. So he's outside, he's interacting with me, he goes in and compresses. Sort of like a board and train for an older dog, it's just the sessions are much less taxing for the puppy, you know. I mean, at this age, I'm saying no, but I'm not giving corrections, you know. But I'm saying no with the pressure wave, and he's picked it up. That no means stop what I'm doing something wrong. So he's doing awesome. We're also have him working sit as an implied stay, and I can make it 2 times around. So I imagine by the end of today we'll be able to make it 3 or 4. So don't drink rainwater, stupid. What else? Food. We've been giving him Abity, but we've also started giving him some beef. And the reason for that is, one, I want him to have other things. I want him to get used to eating a normal raw diet. And I'm not real wild about pet food. And even though Abity, they have one of the lowest fiber profiles you're going to find. And there's a few other dog foods that have modeled themselves after Abity. It's still a little bit more fiber than I want. It's a pet food. They have to make money. So I like the stuff that Abity puts in their dog food, like beef lungs and all that stuff. You know, that's good. If you got a small dog, you could give Abity every now and then. You could have it in your freezer, and if you run out of chicken, you could pull that out and give your dog Abity. But we've been using beef. We've been using a little bit of beef. And I want to be perfectly clear. When I do this, I understand that the puppy needs more calcium. Dogs, in general, need more calcium than a human. like more than twice as much. Bone is part of their diet. So we add in calcium when I give him ground beef, and that's what I'm giving him, ground beef. I'm also adding in some fish oil, and I'm adding it in the form of a capsule just stuck in like a patty. I give him like a burger and he eats it. He loves it. The dog, this dog is just gonna be a star. Seriously. This dog is a star. Why he's here, he's gonna be a star, and when he goes home, he's gonna be a star. Seriously. This is an awesome little dog. Hold. Oops, he dropped it. That's all right. Here. Sit. Hold. Good boy. Good boy. Drop. Sit. No. Charlie, sit. Hold. Down. Good. It's not a chew toy, but we want him to really like this thing, so I'll let him just chew on it just a little bit, and then I'll take it away. It's mine. We'll give him back the deer antler. What else about Charlie? That's about it. He got his rabies shot this week. We've also got him to the point where he won't bark and whine if he's in the back of the car. We took him out again, like when he got his rabies shot, and I drove around with him in the back of the car, and he stopped doing that. He's much less bratty. He understands no at this point. He's not always going to listen because he's a puppy. But, whoa, we got him doing the kennel command. Here, get down there. We got him doing the kennel command. We're working that now. So we've worked just about everything that he's going to do as an older dog. We've even had him with a pheasant wing on a tease pole. We've had him rudimentarily doing a puppy point. You know, if your puppy won't do this, don't worry about it. You know, you train the dog to point. You first train it to whoa. So once it knows whoa, it's easy to switch it into, you know, let's go find this, whoa. So this is not a big deal, but it's great that he's an energetic little freak, I'll tell you that. What are you doing? Give me that. And he's biting much less too. The puppy biting's sort of starting to subside. I've been consistent. I don't like getting bit, and the first time that he did it, I did such a loud pressure wave. Like, I said something like, no, you bit me. You know? The fuck are you doing? You know, I gave him attitude. Sometimes you have to do that. With the Shiba that's here, you gotta be kidding me. Of course I use pressure to get the Shiba to pick up keys. She picks them up now. We're doing retrieves. We're moving on. And I use pressure, mostly. That Shiba, by the way, that's the thing that I want to talk about. An e-collar's coming for this puppy. We're going to have it on the puppy, but we're not going to be using it. We're just going to get the dog used to wearing the e-collar, okay? But the Shiba, we've lowered it. We've gone from 8 to 1. I'm working the Shiba on 1, and I defy any human to be able to feel an e-collar. An e-collar Technologies mini educator on 1. We just use that to indicate no at this point. But I don't think I ever really went high up on the Shiba. Maybe I went as high as 15. But it's down at 1 and picking up keys. So will we be using an e-collar with the puppy? You betcha. That's why we're going to start putting it on the dog and getting Charlie used to the e-collar and just used to the e-collar being on Charlie. That's it. We'll start using the e-collar soon enough. There's no rush. We take our time. You know? The puppy needs to be a puppy, you know? I don't want the dog to be a robot, and I know some people will put e-collar. It's not really about the age of the dog, sort of, but I think it is. See, that's what I think it is. But you shouldn't be putting an e-collar on an 8-week-old puppy, and I see that sit means sit. They do this, and I just think it's fucking stupid. Let the puppy be a puppy. You can't wait, you know, 5 more weeks. You have to start putting an e-collar on the puppy. I just think it's ridiculous. You know, let the puppy play. And if you want a dog, a hunting dog, you're training the dog. Not with, like, pain or anything like that. You're training it that you're playing a game. You want to train your dog that it's playing a game with you And these are the rules. And to play the game, you have to play by the rules. Not if you don't play by the rules, you're going to get zapped. You know, no heavy pressure until they're getting closer to 4 months old. And build the dog up. Even if an adult dog comes here for a board and train, I build the dog up to training for 20 minutes. I don't, okay, you're here, now we're going to take you out and I'm going to strap an e-collar onto you and train you for 20 minutes. The first time an adult dog comes here, the first session might be like 4 minutes. And then I might do, the next session might be 7 minutes, or it might be 4. But I don't go right into a 20-minute session, and we certainly aren't going to do that with any puppy that I'm training. There's no fucking way. Charlie's going to be a star. He already is. Seriously, this dog, give me that. Don't eat that. This dog, seriously, is going to be a star, and there's a big reason why it's going to be a star. Charlie, tell everybody why you're going to be a big star. Because I hate Trump! The thing, if you're following this and you're comparing your dog to Charlie, don't. And I'll tell you why. It's because some dogs mature quicker than others. But they all sort of fall in the same, like, areas of development within a week or two. So, Charlie might be a little bit behind. It's just, don't rush the dog. Pressure will happen. Just make sure that you're not putting too much pressure on the dog. You want the dog to have fun. So, as we get, you know, we're adding in pressure of a pressure wave, my voice. And do you understand? And then we're going to have the e-collar on him, but we're not going to even start using it. It's a series of steps. Build your dog up. And all dogs mature at different rates. So just don't compare your dog. Don't think your dog's stupid, and don't think your dog's smart. It's a dog. It's neither stupid nor smart. You should be using terms like, my dog likes people and functions well around people. Or you should be saying stuff like, my dog really likes to work with me. Stuff like that. Not my dog is smart. They're not smart. They aren't. Compared to a human, they're about as smart as other animals on this planet that aren't human beings. And a matter of fact, just so you know, they can do things a chimp can't do. They can follow direction where chimps won't. They'll work with a human. So in my book, it doesn't really matter if they're smart. They're awesome. Dogs are one of the most awesome animals on this planet.